Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. It's great to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. Today is July 30th. I feel like the entire month of July just like disappeared. Like I feel like we went from like June 30th to July 30th and like it's wild. It's wild. It's wild. So anyway, good morning. Happy Trendy Thursday. I am just getting up on Facebook really quick. Okay, there we go. All right. So we'll close this. And put this up here. Okay. I think I can close this one. Whew, good morning. Good morning. We were having a really productive conversation on the Facebook group about AI. Why isn't the live video showing up? Oh no. Is it not? Oh, you are. Okay. Phew. I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening? I don't know why it's not like showing up for me though. Normally it just shows up. This is, oh no. All right. Well, that's fine. We'll figure it out. Let's see. New posts? Ah, there we go. Okay. Because the comments don't show for me unless I have it open. There we go. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. So today is the very end of July, which means my kids start school like basically next week. And I don't know if your kids are also in the South, but here we are, probably like a week and a half out from starting school. And it's just wild to me how that happens. All right, let me make sure. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about. We were talking about. Let me see if I can bring it up. So we had this. Did that even show up? Okay, yeah, it did. So we had. I talked a little bit about AI slop because I was looking for clip art this morning that were school buses, and I just kept finding all this like AI stuff. Like it's just slop, and we just keep finding it. And I wanted to talk about how you can use AI without like looking like AI. Because if you go to like TpT and you go to the search bar and you go to like most recent, you'll just see like a lot of AI slop. You'll see a lot. Um, Hold on, let me find a good one. Like this, very clearly AI. Like this, print and go. Like all of this is AI slop. This is most likely also very much AI. This, all about me, is AI. Like AI. Like it's so obvious to see these days when things are very clearly just AI. I don't know that this is AI. It looks AI though, like it has the beige across it. But if you look, they always have like this beige sheen on it, and it's always like I used to do this with my images or my fonts. I used to do like a rainbow. This one, I mean, this one's AI. You could tell it's AI, but that one's not as bad. But like it's just so obvious these days, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating because you want to trust that these aren't just slop, but that's all they are. And you can see like almost everything on this page is just AI slop. It's just AI slop. This is AI. So I was showing showing you guys. I asked AI to tell me how AI things are. So it made these images for me, and I wanted to show them to you. I wanted to show them to you because they made me laugh. So like I was like, I don't know, make this like how AI makes TpT covers look all the same, and it shows this. And then I took one of my products and I put it in, and I was like, make me a cute like thing, and it looks so lame. Like, I mean, I get it. Like when you're first starting out, like this looks really great because look, it's like ocean themed, and there's all these cute little animals, and I love that, right? It's super cute. But then you blend in. You blend in. If I put this up, I would blend in 100% with this AI slop, and then people would think my stuff is slop. So if you see this and you think like, oh, that looks really cool, just remember that it looks exactly like every other thing, and you don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that. So you don't want to be AI because people, if the product is AI, and I wanted to show you another thing because I had AI make a product, so it's just so funny to me. Okay, so we took, I want to say it was the alphabet one. This one. I took this one, and I was like, okay, make me a product. Make this product for me with AI. And so I did. And this is the product, right? So this is the cover. And it gave me like a little to-do list, like replace the note, like replace all of this. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And then this is this is the product that it gave me, which is not this product at all. I'd like to start there. But it's just fun. It's just fun for me to see like how slop it is. So if you are a person who is here with me right now and you are ready to make a product with me right now, just know that you're going to do better than this AI slop because you're not slop. Okay? I don't know. I don't want to talk too much shapoopy because I use AI a lot in my business. I use it a lot. I don't use it to, this extent. Um, but I have like mock-ups that have AI on them, and most people just can't tell because hold on, where is my best course? There we go. Because we made things. Hold on, let me find challenges. No, that wasn't it. Courses. Oh, mock-ups. I made mock-ups. These are AI. Like this is an AI mock-up. This is an AI mock-up. But I made it an AI mock-up because I created the papers independently. I created the candy canes independently. And this was, what, back in 2025. So this is 2025 Black Friday. This is 8 months ago. Um, I made all of these individual pieces on their own, and then I put them together for people so that they could have uh, a product to use, a mock-up to use. So like you can make mock-ups with AI. You can use AI to make mock-ups, and it can still look like your product without looking like AI. Okay. So I don't want you to think that I hate AI or I'm like, but this slop is going to make your store look like crap, and you don't want that. So my advice is if you want to use AI, go ahead, but don't have it do everything for you. Have it do pieces, right? Okay, so that's what I wanted to say. That was my spiel. Also, today we're going to be talking about school bus things. So and okay, let's start from the top, friends. Let's go back to the beginning. All right. Let's see. I don't see any comments, which means I'm assuming that you all agree with me 100%. Anyway, so I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna bring it over here so that I can look at it. Okay, so Good morning. Good morning. Hello. It's great to see you. I hope you're having the most wonderful day. Um, Today is July 30th, which I've said like 100 times now, but that means August is like right around the corner. Like we're standing with like three toes in August right now, right? So we have a little less than 2 weeks until my kids start school. Um, So that means if my kids are starting school, that means other kids around the South are starting school. So it is back to school season. And um, like I just I don't feel like there was enough time this summer and it just feels like it really flew by. So I'm a little bitter about it being August soon. But anyway, we're gonna look at school bus craft. And the reason why we're gonna look at that is because um, I click right here on the search bar and I find things that are trending. The reason why we look at trends and why we go for trends is because it's kind of an easy pass for getting views on your product, for getting a foot in on sales, for things that you might be kind of out of your league for things like alphabet centers, but something that's like Apple themed, I don't know, some long tail keyword that people are searching for because it's in the search bar, you will have a better shot at ranking for. And then once you're ranking for anything, you can get more sales. People will find your products, and if they can see your product, then they're going to buy your product. So I always like to talk about sales or trends. So that is what we're doing today. So this week, compared to the last week that we did, the last keyword we did was like, it was like camping vocabulary, which was really like wide open, right? This one's much more specific, right? We already know the theme because it's going to be back to school. It's going to be a school bus. And we even know like the type of products that teachers are looking for with this keyword. But I think it's a great opportunity to really talk about some things that kind of trips us up a lot as TpT sellers, especially when we're first getting started. And that is when a keyword is really specific, we kind of try to make it bigger, right? We try to make this giant like 75-page resource, or like if we're looking at this school bus craft, maybe we're like, oh, we should make an entire transportation unit, or like this giant resource. And I just wanted to show you that the best product is really most of the time it's the simplest one, especially with a very specific keyword like this. We're just going to answer the search intent, right? And we're going to use the build framework that I have, like I always do, because I think it helps us kind of sketch things out. But this week I already filled it out for you. Okay, so all right. Ooh, where did we go? I got lost. Uh, oh, I wanted to show you how to. Okay, so when you first click on the search bar, you're going to see the things that people are searching for right this very second. Back to school, it's going to be huge. It's always huge. Anytime after like the 4th of July, it is back to school, meet the teacher. That's a classroom decor thing, all about me. That's what they do the first week of school. Back to school bulletin boards, classroom decor bundle. These are all um, ideas for products that you can make today. And if you start typing one in, like back to school, you're going to see other things pop up. I like to do this thing. I like to call it alphabet soup, where you just type in the keyword and then you add a letter. You press space, you add a letter. And so like A would be all about me, art projects, activities for middle school. And then B would be like banners and brochures. Bingo. Oh my gosh, I love bingo. Or like P would be like a packet or preschool, parent forms, procedures and expectations, Google Slides. Like how specific is that keyword? I love that. Back to school, procedures and expectations, Google Slides. Like that is so specific. So I like to find those keywords that are like, I keep clapping. I don't know why I'm clapping. I love when you like know something and then you're like, why? But the back to school procedures and expectations, Google Slides, like you know exactly what that is. That's going to be, I mean, you look at it, they're all going to be rules and procedures, rules and procedures, rules and procedures. Like, look at how pretty that is. So you can have something like this. This is AI. Ugh. Gosh, that's That's something you can outrank. That's what I like to think about when I look at these things. So there's a few thousand or a couple thousand results. But if you click on this, so this is what I look at. I would just make this product. If I saw this and I saw that like it was this long of a keyword, I would just make it, honestly. But uh if you click on it and you look at it, you can see that there's a lot that don't have any reviews. Like this one has a lot of reviews. This product is probably doing very well. This product is probably doing very well. Like these ones that have reviews, that means they're selling. People are buying them. This one is probably doing super good, and it's free. Man, this one, even though that's AI for sure, it's probably doing super well. But you'll see that some are on the top of the search, which is fantastic for them. Love that for them. And they have 0 reviews. And if they have 0 reviews, that means that either nobody's reviewed it yet, which is fine, or it's really not selling that well yet. People aren't buying it yet. So you can outrank these things. Is kind of what I'm going for here. So you can make products that go with these keywords. AI. Oh, it's the same one. This person is also AI. Oh, it's the same person. Same person. So this person made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products on the first page. You can make it on the first page. There's probably they probably I don't like to deep dive on these things, but like they have 1,000 resources. Um, of just slop. Like this is their most recent product and it's on the first page. So that is something that I like to look at and think about is like if they can get on the first page with a brand new product, why can't I? You know? So like that's something I like to think about. But anyway, that's not why we're here today. I feel like I'm getting obsessive about this. But anyway, so if we go to school bus, because I was just looking at things that are things in back to school. And I was thinking about school buses because we had to find the school bus number that my kids are going to ride this year. So, or, you know, like things like that, like when are they going to get home from school and stuff like that. You're looking at that. So I was like, okay, let's look at school buses. And I was thinking about, I actually have in my notes, school bus name craft, school bus attendance, and school bus, craft. I was thinking of name craft today because I thought that would be really fun because it's so fun. Anyway, so if you type in school bus, you'll see all these things drop down. We can do the alphabet soup here too and probably still find things like P, paint and cut school bus. I never would have thought of that keyword. I never would have thought of that keyword. So there's craft, there's clip art, there's L. No L. Magic school bus decor. Don't do that. Don't do that. School bus safety. That's a good one too. Um, it seems like we have most of them here. Worksheet. So those are some fun things that we can find. School bus template. That would be fun too. But what I did with that is I found school bus craft and I was like, we can do school bus craft. That would be super easy. That was the keyword that we're going for. That is the keyword that I chose today. But also, I wanted to talk to you about the back to school sale on Teachers Pay Teachers. They say ready your store. If you just click on this, I'm pretty sure. Let me just make sure that it doesn't show my nitty gritty details. Okay, it does not. So if you just go to like, if you just click on this, it'll take you over here to the sales page for your the sales that you're running. You can also come over here and go to promotions and throw a sale and it'll take you to the same thing. If you click this little blue right here, it will automatically discount you every time there's a sale and you won't have to like come through here every time and fix it. But once they start it, like once they announce it, if you add anything, you have to independently add it. So this site-wide sale, I have this many products. I don't know how many products I have in my store, But if you edit it, you can click this select entire store and it'll collect everything that it has for you. If you add a new product today for Trendy Thursday with me, you'll just come in here and you'll add a new product. So yes, oh man, it's crazy to think that like last year I like doubled my products this year. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, here is my build framework because I like to do that. Let me see. Did I miss any conversations? No, I didn't. Okay. Okay, so this build framework, BUILD, is break it down, understand the outcome, identify core pages, limit the scope, and then design away. So every time we do design away, that's always just going to be makes you a new keyword, right? All right, so break it down. The keyword is school bus craft, right? So what is this keyword asking me to make? What does this keyword tell me that this product should be? So instead of like immediately jumping into PowerPoint, we're going to answer a few of these questions like what grade is it in? I would assume it's probably preschool or like kindergarten. Sometimes even the number grades like first grade would work here. Sometimes those are in there. Like sometimes it'll be like a school bus craft for preschool. And then you'd be like, oh, okay, that's what it's for. But in general, when you see like a school bus craft, that's probably going to be for a lower grade. The theme is obviously going to be back to school and, transportation, school, just school, transportation. And then the product type, it's obviously a craft because the name, it's right there in the name, craft. So last week or I guess 2 weeks ago, camping vocabulary was the keyword that we were doing, and it didn't really tell us what activity students or teachers wanted. It was very open and it let us figure that out for ourselves, and it left a lot of room to like creatively pick what you wanted and what you thought would work best. And you saw that on the search results page. You saw lots of different products for that camping vocabulary. The same kind of thing here, except it's more specific. So like it's not just any vocabulary will work, right? The room would work for anything, it's going to be a school bus and it's going to be a craft, right? Then you can do whatever. You can make it a cut and paste. You can make it a paint and paste, or paint and cut or something like that, which I didn't know. And sometimes the keyword, doesn't give us any answers and we have to be, really vague with it. We can like kind of go wherever we want with it. And other times it gives us half the answer, right? This keyword tells us the direction and we still get to decide what kind of craft we're going to create. So, like when you hear school bus craft, what comes to mind, right? So for me, I would think the things that do well. I think about my products. Let me take a drink of water, and you think. What do you think of when you think of school bus craft? And I'll come back to you. So I think of cut and paste crafts because I have a bunch of those in my store. You could do like a build a bus. You could do a name craft. You could do shapes like circles. How many circles are in your thing? Just like a paper craft in general, or like a craftivity is another keyword that goes with that. Wheels on the bus. Wheels on the bus go. It's a craft. And maybe I have like a student photo in it, or an attendance. That's what I was thinking. Like, I remember when my youngest, my oldest son was in preschool. He had a little frog, and when he got to school, he would put his frog on the log to say that he was at school. And it was really cute. So anyway, we don't have to build all of these ideas that we have today. We just have to pick one, and that's where we're going to understand the outcome. So like, what do we want this product to help students or teachers do? Like when students finish this activity, I always get the hiccups whenever I drink water. I don't know why. When students finish this activity, what should they be able to do, right? So like, we're going to be practicing cutting and gluing and fine motor skills and building a picture and following directions and fine motor skills and or shapes or learning the letters of their name is what I was thinking. I was thinking we could do a name craft today. So like you're not thinking about the pages yet, you're thinking about the classroom and what that's going to do. Um, like we're not designing, you know, solutions until we have a problem, right? So we're going to solve some classroom problems, right? So I'm going to create a school bus name craft because it gives teachers a craft and it also sneaks in a little like name practice. And I feel like that's an easy gateway into letters and letter sounds and learning the alphabet, like in general. Because everyone can recognize the sound of their name, right? Like when you hear someone say Beth, you're like, oh, my name is Beth. Unless your name's not Beth, then it wouldn't be obsolete for you. But when someone says your name, like you automatically look, like you recognize the sounds of your name. So it's great for like the beginning of the school year, the skills they'll be working on in the beginning of the school year, I feel like. And then it's just super cute. So it gives the teacher one more reason to buy this resource, right? Because not only is the topic of back to school totally perfect for August, which we're 3 toes in on, but it's also like the perfect skill to work on, right? Okay, and then we're going to identify the core pages. This is super simple, right? What is the smallest version of the product that solves the problem, right? So like maybe you would have like a cover and teacher directions and then like the bus pieces and then a color version and a black and white version. And then like you could go as far as having like an assembly example and like name pieces or whatever and done. So you don't need like a bajillion activities. You just need like one complete activity. So this is my favorite step, limit the scope, because this is where we stop ourselves from making a completely different product. It kind of goes hand in hand with everything that we talked about before. We know exactly what we're going to build before we even start in PowerPoint. Because I know how my brain works. It starts with like a school bus, and you might have seen this in Trendy Thursdays from years before, but like we start with a school bus and then it's like, you know what, maybe we should add like a fire truck and make this like a community helper thing, and then it's like, oh, maybe a police car that would work too, or like an airplane, and then it's like, oh, maybe instead of community helpers we could do a whole transportation bundle, and then no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, Beth. Today's job is simple. We're just going to build a school bus craft, right? We're just going to build a school bus, right? And that's enough. Okay. So, now we're going to finally open PowerPoint. So templates I'll use, I'm going to make my own. All right. Whew. That was good, right? That's fun. So I found a bunch of clip art that I liked and I already downloaded it so that we don't have to even like touch it. I like something like this. It's just like, it's a little school bus. Look how cute it is. Right. And I also had this one. I want to say counting. No. Extra counters, maybe? Nope. Maybe it was a 10 frame. Yeah. So we could do a 10 frame like this. I don't want this on the school bus though. I want it to just be a blank school bus. So I think we're going to go back. And we also saw this. I thought this would do really well for like the attendance ones. So you can just put names on them, make that editable. So those are a few of the ideas I have. I think I'm just going to use this guy right here, because he's a cutie. All right. So we're going to go to PowerPoint, my bestie. Oh, you're over here, friend. What are you doing? All right. Round and round. Yes. Hello, everyone. It's good to see you. I see you guys chit-chatting on the Facebooks. And what is this one? YouTube. Where are we? Also, don't tell anyone, but I didn't list my Write the Room yet. Don't tell anyone. I'm going to get in trouble. All right. So I always use this. All right, so I just open up PowerPoint and I have mine saved up here as these are themes up here. You can do the same thing. You just go to design and then right here behind my face, there's a drop down for a slide size. You go to custom slide size. You can change it right here and hit save, and then it'll be like, oh, there's a pop-up that happens. And then in addition to that, there's this whole thing right here. There's another little drop down there, variants. You can change colors, you can change fonts. And then once you have everything that the way you like it, come right here and save your current theme. And then you can save it as, you know, I saved it as like Beth Ann Averill is my just like actual product, and that's because that's my shop name, not because I'm obsessed with my name, which I guess I am. And then horizontal, which is just it's a regular paper, just instead of portrait, it's landscape. All right, so this is my portrait. Let's get to it. I have my notes right here. Oh, no. I'm sticking up. All right. You're already in trouble. That's true. That's true. That's true. Gosh, yeah. Okay, so first things first. We're just going to grab this guy and plop him right here because we know we're going to use him eventually. Now, for a build a craft, like you can build your own. You could do that if you want. If you are on Teachers Pay Teachers, there is clip art for this. Like there is this Build a School Bus by Bunny on a Cloud. It's literally just shapes though. So for me, I'm like, oh, I could just build that myself. Is kind of how I thought about it. Like if you you could use clip art or you could not. That's fine too. All the shapes are right here. You could grab a rounded rectangle and do that. And then you just Control V to duplicate it and make it a little bit smaller and a little bit shorter. And then you can grab both and come over here and merge shapes union. And then look at that. You have a little school bus, right? And then what you can do, oh no, hold on, undo. What we need to do is we need to grab both of these and right click and arrange, align, bottom. Fix that real quick. And then we go to shape format and then merge shapes union. So it's flat. And then you can change the color. You can change it to yellow if you want a yellow bus. And then you can add little windows. I'd probably make them a different color, like this light color. You can make windows. Control D. Those could be your windows. There you go. And then you might need wheels. If you hold Shift and Control, you hold Shift, it'll make a round, equal circle instead of like an oval. If you hold Shift, if you press Control, it radiates instead of goes like this. It radiates out. So I like to do like maybe that big, and then make it black. Or I don't really like black. I would rather do like a dark gray. And then you could Control D to duplicate this, and then hold Control and Shift and make it a little bit smaller. And then make it a little bit lighter gray. And grab those two. I like to arrange, align, center, arrange, align, middle, and then you can group them. And then you can Control D to duplicate them. And then there you go. You can, there you go. You made a little dude. And then you could even make a little stop sign. Let's make a little stop sign. So, right? Yeah. And then instead of that, you'd make it like a red. Bada bing, bada boom. You just made a school bus. And that's as easy as it is, you know? You could, oops. You could grab the color from here, do an eyedropper if you wanted. Like, there you go. And then what you would do is you would just take all the pieces apart and let them build it together. So that would be your product, right? So for example, you could do that. I'm not going to do that though. I will leave those pieces up for you though, if you would like. But not this. All right, now get rid of all these. And we will, what was the product we were making again? School bus craft. We were making a name craft. So what I would do is I would make this bigger. I would make this the whole page. And then what we could do is a little window. I guess the window would be like, if it had to be 2. I'd probably make it that big. So what I would do with this, there's a few different ways that you can do name crafts. You can, well, I like to grab this and pull it out over here so you can see what you're doing. You can make the spots already there. So like you can make this, 4 for like a 4. You could do 3. And just like do different amounts. Like if you have someone with a really long name, you could do something like this. Oops. And then just grab all of these and arrange a line, center, arrange a line, distribute vertically. Oop. Sorry, school bus. Didn't mean to do that. And then delete this. And grab these guys and pull them down a little bit. And then duplicate. If they have a really long name, or like a 10-letter name, you can do something like that. But I generally like to not have anything at all. I mean, okay, so you could do something like this and have like the 10 pieces like this. And then you could like add different like pieces that they can add in addition to their name. Like, so they would have a little thing, and then you could add like a letter. Like A, and then just make it into a font that you like. If you're into KA Weekday, come on, making me look bad. Gosh, we're in public. Stop. But I actually wanted KG Red Hands. G. There we go. Okay. So you can make this editable. But the main hang up I have with that is that I don't know that something like this would fly with copyright. So like will a seller allow you to sell your product like this empty? That's basically just selling the clip art. So I feel like in order to do that, you just need to make your own school bus out of clip art. So that's what I would do personally, or I would put something on it. Like, I mean, the idea is really simple. You just have, the name on there, but you got to obey those clip art rules, paste your name, paste the letters of your name here or something, like, so that it's not just, I don't know. I just feel like that would not work really well. I'd have to like email the clip artist now that I'm thinking about it all. So you could do something like that here. Although this would be this one, not the one there. And maybe that just looks like you could do something like that and then just have it be a lighter color. Instead of that, you could have it be like this lighter gray, and then you could make like a box. I don't know. I just feel like I feel a little dodgy about this now that I'm doing it. Like, oh, will this work? But anyway, if it's possible for you to make your own thing, I would do that. You know, I would do that, and then just have them do their own name. And then so for the next page, after you've created that, what I would do is I would just do delete, silly, duplicate, and then I would delete this, and I would take all of these, just turn them, and then I would make letters for all of these. Like I would do all of the letters of the alphabet for this. You could make it editable, but I don't know if that works for clip artists. It's my problem with that. So it's up to you and what you're comfortable with. I would just email and be like, hey, is this something that is okay with your terms of use? I don't want to be a jerk. I have emailed, this is Rainbow Sprinkle. I've emailed her about it before, and she's been really understanding and lovely and has answered all of my questions. So, and I know that there we go. I know that I don't know any clip artist that would be like, no, I don't want to answer any questions that you have about how to use my product. It may take a little bit for them to get back to you if they're in a different time zone, but yeah. So I would do something like this and this and that. There you go. And then I would just come over here and fix this because it's not good. Anyway, so it is almost the end of summer, and although I don't think I'm ready for all of the traffic, I am ready to see school buses again because I love community. So there you go. I would do something like that. And then I would just like put the letter inside each one. I would do like an A. I would center this. One of my tricks for this is I always center and then I put it onto the edges like that. There you go. And then you could just duplicate and whoop, and then just do it for the whole thing. Oh, it's a little off. And that's how you can see when it's off really easily. Oopsies. And then just grab it. There you go. And then I would just grab all of these letters and make sure that they're all centered in the middle. And then just Control D to duplicate. And then grab more. And then duplicate. And that's what you got. You can do all that. And look at that. So we made this product. Da 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 da. Okay. So that's something that I would do. Although I would change all of these. I would change this to each letter of the alphabet. E. Oops. E. E. F. G. H. And then you could even do You could do all A's on one. Like you could do whatever you want with this. You could even make it editable. It's up to you. It's up to you. I don't like to I don't like to tell you how to live your life. I don't know if you guys have picked up on that yet. uh, oops. Yeah. And then you could do lowercase letters. Anyway, that's how I would do that. That's what I would do. Um, something like that, and then you can, give them little extra things. I don't know. I like it. I think it'd be a really cute and fun idea to do. I like it. So that's what I would do. I would honestly, I'd make my own. You can make this a little bit thicker instead of, like do the shape outline black and then make it a little bit thicker. Do like a 6 probably. Like you could do that with all of them, make them thicker. But really I would not I probably wouldn't do this with clip art because I like to obey the clip art gods. So but the idea is here. It's really simple. You can do it. You can make a bajillion dollars with this. I don't think there's that many people on the search for it. Let's look. Let's look now that we've done it. Okay. School bus craft. Okay. So, let's see. There are a lot of reviews. Okay. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't make it on the first page immediately, but this is something that, let's see. Maybe Namecraft. Eh, maybe you just put it into a bundle. Oh, look at this. You could outdo this one and just look at the AI, 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 AI. You could get there. You could probably make it on the first page with these. And look at it doesn't even look like a school bus. What this skibidi, man? Anyway, is this like PLR somewhere? Like these all look exactly the same. Like, look at that. Anyway, you can make it. You can make it on the front page. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Bye.